Okay, here we go. I was going to do a little one real quick about how I mix these real quick. I'm going to tell you what the paint is. My paint is titanium white, True Flow Acrylic. It's from Amazon, really inexpensive. Same goes for my golden yellow, very inexpensive from Amazon. The Veridian is Fine Touch from Hobby Lobby, and it's like their cheapest brand there is. This is like $2.99 for this bottle. As well as we're all familiar, if you got a Walmart, with apple barrel, and this is Cranberry. And I think these are anywhere from 50 to 89 cents. And then this is Kid Made Modern from, it's bright pink metallic. And it's from Target, and I just kind of stumbled on it really by accident. I was looking for a metallic paint. I do have some others from Target, different brand, pretty good. But this is just really, really, again, super inexpensive. All right, so and we were talking about the Dawn, and this is the color that mine is. So it really had quite a bit of soap in the bottom and then water. I had made it up to kill wasps, because everyone in East Texas knows that hot water, Dawn dishwashing liquid, kills wasps. We put it in a spray and I squirt it up on the nest. They're gone, and it doesn't hurt anything else. But anyway, so that's why it's probably stronger than most people would normally use. So, and if I have to, I'll add extra water to these, but I'm going to go through it. I'm going to just put the Dawn soap water, and it is Dawn soap water, into the white only. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm using our Floetrol as normal. I'm not going to put any silicone in. That's what I did last night, and this is the one that I did last night, testing out the tape, which, by the way, this was not edged in Mod Podge, and this was electrical tape. This was painter's tape, and this was duct tape. And actually, the electrical tape almost is the cleanest out of all of them, but it was a little teeny bit of Mod Podge over it to seal it. So whoever was trying to figure that out, and they probably did because I'm slow, but it definitely worked the best to keep the paint from going underneath there. But I wanted to show, last night too, I posted pictures or a little video of it and how much cells there were in there, and they are actually exactly the same as they were last night, with the exception of where I dropped the paint when I took the tape off, and I pulled it off semi-wet. So, anyway, let's get to it. I have a grandkid fixing to come in the back door and make noise, and the dogs are probably going to bark. Anyway, so what I did was do a third paint, a third of the Floetrol, and then a third water. And if I have to, I'll add more water. I didn't want to do that all while we were filming this, but anyway. And I'm reusing my stir sticks and my cups. So yeah, I'm a little... So y'all know how that goes. We stir and stir and stir. Get it in there, and we want it to be, and I may actually even have, no, we want it to be a little heavier than cream, maybe. Child's trying to sneak through. So when I was talking about this one, still got some lumps, but that's the only thing is when we demonstrate the, the mixing, we make so much, but it's pretty much how I want it to be. See, it kind of runs off the, and there's some of the paints, if the paints are thicker or thinner, like has been demonstrated before, you have to do things a little differently. You may have to cut back on the water or, add some more water, but that's easy enough. Done. So I do half and half Floetrol and paint, or equals amount Floetrol and paint, and start off then with the water the same amount, and then if I need to add, I will. So then I just kind of like it to run off the spoon. And these are terrible cups because their bottoms get round. I like them to stir, but I don't like them when I go to sit back down. So same thing here. Stir and stir and stir till there's no lumps. And I did just gesso the canvas because it's really kind of just an experiment canvas anyway. have a little heart over here I've gessoed as well that I want to do. This one may be a little thin, but not going to really, I'd rather it be a little thin than a little thick. And this is finally the metallic, the kids, the kid, new modern or kid modern or whatever it is from Target. And I did write it all down. It's kid made modern from Target. And this one may be a little bit thinner too, but I'm not gonna sweat over it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do though, I didn't do my white. Putting the dawn in here. And it's more, I have more white than I do, so. And like you say, with anything else, you can go back and add. And this takes a second to, you know, incorporate it in there. And it is kind of fuzzy. So if you do it too enthusiastically, if you start too enthusiastically, it will indeed have soap bubbles, because there's a lot of soap in it. But on that other piece, I really didn't notice that I got a lot of, actually there's no pinholes in it, truthfully, from the air bubbles. So, you know, let's, making sure I got all the little chunkies out. So mostly what's in it is air bubbles. Okay, and I'm going to, while these sit for just real quick, excuse me 1 second, I'm going to run and get my torch because I'm working in my living dining area and I forgot it. So give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Got the torch. The torch. My torch. My fabulous torch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of these little cups and I'm going to make a bunch of little pours. And as big as this canvas is, I'm going to probably flip. You know what I'm fixing to do? Take the gloves off because it's not working for me. And I do wash and reuse these little cups as well. So what I'm going to do is as much room as I have on here, I'm probably going to do however many the paint will let me do, I guess. And maybe mix it up a little bit. We'll do all these. We'll just do this many. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to go and kind of, this one I may put some white in the bottom. Some white in the bottom of this one. And watch me run out of paint. Maybe this one as well. Let's go this one in, white in the bottom. Now obviously this is not precise, so you're going to get different, you're going to get some variations there. So, and I love this green, I'm going to put this, or turquoise I guess, oops, I'm going to drip it on the table. Put some in here, put some in this layer. I just want to get all the colors in, but I really want to vary it up some. So I'm going to hold this off and I'm going to go ahead and just put it in all of them. And then I'll go with some of the others. It sinks anyway, you know, on a dirty pour how it does. And I didn't make a whole lot of this paint, so if I have to, I'll mix some more up. Oh, I already put some in there. Whoopsie! Alright, so let's try a little orange in here. Which I kind of like this orange. Well, let's put a little white. I didn't put white in these green ones at all. Well, let's put some white in here after the orange. Just kind of, you know, swap it up a little bit here. So much fun. I guess I'll sit down and do this. You can actually see what I look like. No, I'm kidding. It's storming here. So, here in East Texas, it is storming. Chance of tornadoes, but they say there's a chance, but not necessarily in your area. That's always reassuring, right? There's a chance, maybe, but maybe not. So we'll keep a weather eye out, right? My horses and chickens are situated, so if it does do anything ridiculous, we'll be on top of the game. Okay, I'm gonna stick some of this. This is that metallic, which is, it's so pretty. I'm going to probably go back in with some more of the white. I mean, it's really, I guess, is kind of random. It's not anything, you know. And I got lots of good white, so let's put some more white in this one here. And I may save a little bit because I have another little canvas over there, heart shaped, that I want to do some too. And I try to do from a height, like Miss Anne Marie tells us to do, which is wonderful because you get some action in your paint, get some action in the cup before it actually, you know, gets anywhere. Let's see if we put another blob of this orange in here. I'm probably going to be out of the orange. I'll have to make some more for my other little thing. But that's okay. Easy peasy. Especially since I already used my cups. I'll just mix up some more in here. Alright, so now, I did gesso my canvas. It is a little wet still, but my canvas is, I never, because I'm always in a big hurry, so my canvases are always still wet. That's alright. And I'm just trying to get these even, which I guess really doesn't matter if they're even or not, because truthfully, I don't think it really matters. I'm going to stop. Okay, so let's sit these off out of my way, and I'm going to stand up again. Okay, so I'm going to put these cups out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip them over. Some I'll be fast with, some won't. They'll spill kind of crazy, but it's all right. It's okay. Everything is okay in this little art, what do you want to say, adventure. So, fixing to go and go. One, we'll let it sit. Sometimes they come out better or worse, doesn't really matter. Oh, and I spilled that one. That's all right. I like it too. And it depends on how loose they are. And you get some fun because the stuff is still inside the cups. And yeah, they're kind of messy, but that's okay. Oh, and I spilled that one completely sideways, but guess what? We don't care. I'm going to sit it right there. Do the same thing. Really doesn't matter, does it? That's what we like about this, because it doesn't matter how we do it. True. Alright, I'm going to let those sit just a second. Just a second. See what we can get out of it. Got lots of stuff, little fun stuff going on. So remember, this is Dawn soap and the Floetrol tap water. The white paint is the only one that has the soap in it. So I may go ahead and just pour a little bit of this in between, maybe. I don't know. I guess it really doesn't matter what we do, what I do, does it? Because it's what we do, huh? And I'm not worried about this canvas being completely covered. It's not really, truthfully. I mean, to be honest, it really doesn't matter. Let's see. Alright, so these sat a minute. So let's see. Which one am I pulling off first? Okay, this one was already, I'm going to let that sit. So I'm just kind of drip. It doesn't matter to me if it drips on here. Kind of makes it interesting when you have some other stuff going on. And I'm going to rewash these little cups. Yes, I know. I'm weird that way. I do rewash my cups. Little soapy water. Look at that. That one is just like making the lacing. It's like you can just see it come to life, which is what I guess what we like so much about this is it's never the same. It's always interesting, and everybody's stuff is so different, and their vision is so different. And my dog's fixing to bark, and she's going to get in trouble and get shut in the bedroom. I guess I'm going to tip it a little bit here in a minute. Oh, it's so pretty in the cup. So pretty. Let's take this one off of here. We'll take this one off of here. kind of shake it off. Just shake it off. And it's fun because we always get something different. I mean, the colors are not exactly the same, but we do always get something different. So now I'm going to pick it up. Now is probably when I should have my gloves on. I'll go ahead and put my gloves back on. I'll let that sit just a second. And I'm going to tip it around a little bit, and then I'm going to I'll torch it. I can get the gloves on anyway. I'll torch it. I'll tip it some. I'm going to move this out of the way. So I'm probably going to pour over that anyway. But so this, hopefully. All right. So I'm just going to kind of tip. I may bang it a little bit. Kind of tip it around. I really don't want to run all of it off or all of it together. Like I said before, I'm not worried about it running off the canvas, and I'm really not worried about covering all the canvas because I'm probably going to do something else with this anyway. I don't like them when they're so super blobby. So let's see. I've got some paint here. Let's throw a little bit of this in here. We'll just throw it in these spots that are not covered. Give it some more. Just it'll run that way. Just kind of, might as well use up all this paint. Just kind of put it around. Oh, it's really raining. The bottom has officially fallen out. It is raining. Let's do a little bit, see what's left in here, and just kind of get some more. That's ridiculous. It is raining like crazy. As my daughter would say, like a who'd have thought it. Oh, I don't know if there's enough orange left in here. Let's put a little bit in here. Just kind of, nothing spectacular. That's why we like this, right, guys? No rhyme or reason, just do it. Like the Nike commercial, just do it. Alright, so now I'm going to kind of move it again. And then I'll torch it. Because I don't want to really. I do have some little pokey things I could probably use to give it some something. Give it some something. No. Alright, let's see. I said I'm really not concerned with it going over the edges or filling out the ones. Blind spots, blonde spots. And I guess I could swipe some, but I'm not going to. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stop moving this around here right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to. Now, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get my torch out. Torch the bubbles down and see what kind of action we get on here. Which you guys are probably too far away to see. Just love my torch. So, let's go. Yeah, I'm pretty close. Of course, these solid colors are not going to get any in, but that's okay. And I get pretty close, and I get kind of concentrated up on there with my little torchy poo. But like you can see, it's not great big huge cells, but there's lots of small, really gives it lots of action. I guess it's just the soap. So with no silicone in there, it is different. It is smaller, but I guess it just depends on what you like. And I imagine I could, after heating this, tip it a little bit and see if I get some, if they'll give me some bigger, if I can get some bigger cells out of it. So let's see, because these cells are kind of small. Uh-oh, I'm running out of stuff in my stuff. So let's see. Maybe if I tip it a little bit again, we'll get some more. Or they'll get a little bigger. So anyway. You know, this is just like anything else that we do. Sometimes it is phenomenal and you get these great results, and then other times you're like, oh, I did this exactly like I did it before. Now they're cells, and they may continue to develop, but I didn't get the same, action that I did on this one where I got the larger cells. So I guess it's going to be a matter of playing, and I guess it's just like anything else. When we do it, sometimes we get a great result, and then sometimes, we're kind of like, really? And then you have to come back and look and see if something develops later. I'm going to do another piece here in just a second. I do have some bigger cells that they're just not super defined. This is okay. It's cute. I mean, the colors are pretty. I like the colors. I would have liked to have more blue in there. But, I'm just like everybody else. And that's especially to those of you who have disappointing days and you do something, you go, oh, that did not go as planned. Well, this didn't go as planned either, but it's okay. It's okay. Doesn't mean I won't try it again. I may change up the how much soap I use. I don't know. But anyway, hope you found this kind of helpful on the mixing. And just don't be discouraged. Keep going. It'll be all right. And you never know. There's always a happy accident. I've got some cells that are beginning to develop over here. So maybe this will continue as it sits. We'll see. Anyway, y'all have a good day. I hope it was helpful. If it wasn't, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so y'all have a great day, and I'm going to try another tutorial here shortly. Talk to you later. Bye.